Our next speaker is going to be Matt Papke. He is very active as far as the at the legislative district level. He also is a sponsor of Freedom Fest. So hey, thanks so much, because without sponsors we couldn't do this, right? Also, this is his banner right here at Free Tempe. He is going to be a candidate for the Tempe City Council so that we can get good people in there to pull up all this ridiculous stuff that they're not supposed to be doing by the roots. And to do that, we got to have good people who will make the enormous sacrifice to actually run. So, without further ado, let's hear it from, oh, hang on, I almost forgot one thing, and he would have punched me if I would have not forgotten this. Matt and I had the same job in the U.S. Marine Corps Infantry for many years. So thank you, Mr. Papke.
Hello, Patriots! Hello, Navajo County! Once again, you guys leading by example. Seriously. I mean, I'm from Maricopa County, and we've never done anything close to as cool as this. So hats off to Dara, Annette, Senator Karen Johnson, your team. And thanks for coming out today, guys, because this is what it's all about. This is the people engaging and saying, hey, enough is enough. What can I do? And that's what we're going to talk about today. What can you do? 10th Amendment Center? Absolutely. The 10th Amendment, the 10th article in the Bill of Rights, that's very powerful, but it's got to be exercised. So absolutely, Adam is absolutely correct, and they're doing a lot of good work. So thank you, 10th Amendment Center. But they asked me to come out here and talk about a few things today, so I'm going to talk about that, but it's always just nice to get out of Tempe, right? Get out of the heat. It's supposed to be 175 degrees today, so whatever I can do, to get in the cool pines and have a good time. So again, thanks everybody for coming out, because without you, we don't do anything. You guys are the revolution. And I want you to take a minute and look around and see who's here. Because this is what is going to make the difference. All of us working together, all of us running for different offices, holding people accountable to their oaths of office and for what we expect them to do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I got involved, because people say, Matt, why do you do this? How much do they pay you? Right? How much do they pay any of us? Not much, right? Nothing, actually. I probably lost money doing this, but I've gained a lot of friends, and I can sleep good at night. But they say, Matt, why do you do this? And I gotta be honest, guys, before I became a Ron politician, I was living a life of pain. Yeah, I study martial arts, I do medicine. I was meditating for like an hour or two a day, working out, just letting the world go by, and I was pretty darn happy. But, the Iraq War came around, and my brother spent two tours in Iraq, one in Fallujah. And I said, this isn't right. I don't support this war. And then I started seeing veterans come home, missing fingers, and missing legs, and missing smiles. And I said, this isn't right. This isn't right. I was a Marine. I'm not going to allow somebody to run roughshod over the Constitution just because they want to make a buck off it. And I said, what can I do? What can I do? What can Matt Papke do? And I started studying. I started studying some of the politicians. I watched debates, and I ran upon this guy named Ron Paul in 2007. Anybody hear Ron Paul? Woo! Military officer, physician, economist, you go on, right? I started seeing this guy, I'm like, wow, that guy makes a lot of sense. It was 2007, and he didn't get the nod. I know a lot of people worked really hard, but he didn't get the nod. But I studied him from 2007 all the way to 2010. And I said, well, I need to help this guy. I want this man to be my president. He's going to stop the wars. He's going to put an end to the unconstitutional wars, the undeclared wars, the body bags coming back when they didn't need to. So I said, what can I do for you, Ron Paul? And I listened to him and Doug Wheat, and they said, you got to become a delegate. I said, delegate? What the heck is a delegate? Well, how do I do that? I'm going to be a delegate. And I said, we got to become a state delegate. I said, what's a state delegate? Anybody go through that state delegate process? Right? How the hell do you become a state delegate? I took civics. I remember 8th grade. State civics. They didn't teach me about delegates. Well, I said, all right, how do I do that? They said, well, you gotta go be a PC and you gotta become, you gotta sign up a year in advance and you gotta register as a Republican. I said, whoa, register as a Republican.
Whoa.
At that moment. But I did it, guys. I became a state delegate, a district delegate first, a state delegate. I was a national delegate. I went to Tampa to represent Arizona and vote for Ron Paul. And I went to Tampa and I was ready. I was ready to go. And I said they couldn't possibly conduct fraud at the national level on live television with a global audience, could they? They can't possibly do that. Well, I was wrong. But I went to Tampa, and I gotta tell you, it's my personal feeling, my belief, that had that process gone from the district, the county, the state convention, the caucuses, fair and balanced, without any corruption, Ron Paul would have been the nominee and probably would be our president today.
Yeah.
Because even with all that corruption, even with all those terrible things that happened to some very good people, when we got to Tampa, there was about 30% of the delegation that was for Ron Paul and for liberty. And we had a plan. We met in coffee houses, we met in diners, we met in bars, we met in lobbies, we met in hotel rooms, 40 people in a hotel room, trying to figure out what are we gonna do to make this convention slow down and get a brokered convention. We had a plan. And we worked with the Tea Party, worked with the conservatives, the grassroots, and of course the Liberty Movement. We were going to derail the rules vote. And that's what happened when I was in the convention. I wasn't seated, by the way. I was a B delegate, for those of you who know where that is. And we went there, and I had all the hopes in the world. And right there, right in front of me on that big stage, Speaker Boehner, with one drop of his gavel, Speaker Boehner, the traitor, Speaker of the House, the guy who belongs in Guantanamo Bay, in my personal opinion, killed it. He had a rules vote, and clearly the nays had it. And he read off the teleprompter, and I don't know if you guys have seen the video of this. Anybody seen the video of Speaker Boehner reading the teleprompter that says, "In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it." Boo is right. 20 minutes of boos. For 20 minutes, that entire body erupted. They didn't show that on the news. They cut that from the live feed. He was booed for 20 minutes, calls of division, everything, you name it, because it didn't matter what the body did. Because that man had a gavel, he had the position, and he had the power. So how are we going to beat that? Well, here's how. This is what needs to happen. I know a lot of us have worked very hard. We've campaigned for PCs, we've campaigned for district chair, we've campaigned for county chair, and hats off again to Navajo County, because it is a Liberty County. You're flipping town councils, you're getting it done. But we gotta work harder. Each and every one of us, guys, this is what's next. Because obviously we know we work way, way harder than the establishment could ever even dream of doing.